Hello, this is Svetlana Shepitsina, and today I will show how to improve your workflow with Redux DevTools. In my previous tutorial, I started to show functionality for Redux DevTools, but today I'm going to show first of all Redux DevTools extension for Chrome. You will find all links on my video description on YouTube, and let's click from here to Chrome Web Store. And since I'm not on Chrome, I will get this notification, and this app is available on Chrome. So I will run my shortcut Alt-Shift-E. It's from After Hotkeys, and here I need to type Redux Dev Tools. We have React Developer Tools and Redux Dev Tools. With Redux Dev Tools, we will have possibility. I will open my Chrome extensions. It's also Auto Hotkeys. Unfortunately, I cannot use Vim on Chrome extensions window, so I need to scroll manually. I have it already installed. When you install it, you will find an icon here on your browser. Beside this, you will find documentation how you can use it, and this is really just one line of code. And for our application, this is this line. I just inserted it in configure store file. Here it is. I have created a property with let Chrome DevTools and added this line. And that's it. When you run your application and click on this icon, you will get window open. Click F12 and have it on console. Here Redux. Right click with mouse and open on the left, on the right, or just use shortcuts Alt-Shift arrows to move it. If you wish to manage your browser shortcuts, you can come to Chrome extensions, CEE, it's Auto Hotkeys, and here you will find keyboard shortcuts and scroll down Redux DevTools. So if you use exactly these shortcuts for something else, you can easily change them. Also, if you don't wish to take this space, you can move Alt-Shift to the right, for example, and if you click on your project window, it's just hidden and you can manage it from your desktop navigation. That's all about setting up and navigation Redux DevTool extension, and let's start use it. My application runs, and then click Alt-Shift arrow to open Redux DevTools, and you can see that from my home page I have many states recorded for me. It's better to commit. And then we start to travel, for example, to to-do. And I had 3 clicks, 3 actions. On each action, state tree is saved for me as a copy. I can find toggle sidebar action and cross it out. And my page, my browser is not reloaded. I can get rid of them with sweep, but we have much better functionality to filter actions with show hide on our Redux DevTools options. Click on enable to show hide the actions, and I even don't need to click on save button. Now see what happens. Yes. And now I have init, commit, and I click on sidebar, and you see nothing happens. In this way, I can show or hide any action on options, and also you have possibility not only hide but show specific actions. With Redux DevTools functionality, I have possibility to travel in time, recording my app actions and states. For example, I come to To-Do. You will find this example in many video tutorials. I commit, make it completed, add a new one, then make it also completed. If I'm not happy with this result, I remove it just here. I sweep and add another to-do. Enter. And I tell that I would like to show only completed. I can come back again. On each step, I have action and state tree created new for me. So that's why I have this functionality traveling in time. But the most important feature of Redux DevTools that we can change reducer's code, or we can get mistake during changing its code. Our state will be immediately recalculated. Let's show it on counter. I commit, and I need to come to counter, and here I have an error functionality for state 7 that start incrementing 7, 8, and I get an error. I have notification on my action increment counter. I have my previous state for counter. I would like to open it, and if I change it to 17, I don't need to reload page and click, and even don't need to click, my arrow has disappeared. And another feature, if I change the value, increment, you can see that all my states are recalculated on the fly, and now if I click, I will get increased by this 10 number. If I come back in history, you can see instead of 6 I have 60. All states are recalculated. And if, for example, you don't have possibility to use Chrome and use Chrome extension, you can configure DevTools in your application. Since we took this amazing boilerplate initially from here, Isomorphic Redux app, we got this DevTools functionality, this single file, ready for us. And I can open it here, DevTools. So here everything is ready. The only feature I added this to constants. I will show it now. And we need to create this file. We need to follow all steps that we have on Redux DevTools. But here it's a little bit different. You can compare. And then on your client index, I just uncomment these lines. We need to require our DevTools from server. Here it is. And then next step, very important, on configure store, I need to comment from DevTools or remove and uncomment DevTools. And here is my Chrome DevTools variable that I have created, and DevTools it's from Redux DevTools that I need to import. We did everything, and let's check if it works. I need to close Chrome extension, and I can see that immediately pop-up window is open, so everything works great, and I can commit, I can travel in time, everything great. We have this amazing debug feature, easy debug feature. We don't need to suffer it like with using another approaches, for example with flags. Here it is, sweep, we are home. The only issue, we need to find a way how to hide toggle sidebar here, and there are a lot of additional packages on GitHub. We have Redux DevTools. I will close this. We have Redux DevTools extension, and from Redux DevTools we have possibility to come, okay, shortcut Shift G, and I am on the bottom of my window, and we have one more package, Redux DevTool Filterable Log Monitor, so you can try to install it, and maybe it has nice filtering functionality for actions, but I have found it convenient on Chrome for me, so maybe I will do it later. And also we have Redux DevTools Filter Actions for our Redux DevTools functionality, so we can try also to implement it. Also, don't forget that you need to use it only on development environment. You need either exclude it, or like we do on else, on development, we just include it in this place. Also, I tried to experiment with my working environment with DevTools. I have created two constants in order not to use this code directly on Windows. I just easily can substitute it to toggle it. It can be either pop-up, and I need to check, oh, I misspelled, it should be differently, and it will be, so it's for pop-up window like we have now. If it doesn't disappear, yes, we have now. I need to close and it appears again. I need to switch. Oh, I removed all word, no. Window. Save. I need to reload. Here it is. So if you use for window, you will get it open on separate browser windows. Sometimes it's convenient, I have to monitor, so I try to find the best way for me. But it was before Chrome extension. But still, if you don't have possibility to use Chrome, in order to manage it, you will need to come, for example, here. I will add this link to video description and find all options for managing your window appearance or pop-up appearance. So today I hope I encouraged you to use Redux DevTools to improve your workflow with it, and also I would recommend to use AutoHotkeys, and I have a shortcut from AutoHotkeys. You can see how fast it is, and it can make your coding much easier. You don't need to type a lot of strings. For example, you know how painful it can be to type your email, especially if it's too long. So I have a shortcut, for example, EML. And this is my really long email example. Also, you have possibility to save web application addresses that you use frequently, JMP, and I have open plugins from JetBrains. It's for AceJump. Also really nice feature to save your time. Ctrl-Alt-S on WebStorm, you can find, here it is, Ace Jump, or start typing. Also we use Vim. Also it's very convenient to use Vim on browser. You just click F and you can click without mouse any link, and you can find it on from settings, extensions, get more extensions, or use for this long way shortcut that I have created, Alt-Shift-E. You will find all of the hotkeys in my video description, and here you can start typing Vim and find all possible extensions, and we use Vimeo, and it's better to close with Ctrl W, Ctrl T and U, C, E, extensions, and Ctrl F, Vim. And you have possibility to use similar extensions not only on Chrome but also on Mozilla. Ctrl-Shift-A, here is pre-approved shortcut for extensions, and you can easily find it here. And they have a lot. Usually we choose Vim FX. And that's it for today. Thank you and bye bye.